everyone, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com, and today I wanted to explore Tourette's and complex tics. There were two different questions sent in, but fairly similar in genre, so I wanted to take a minute and look at both of them. So the first question was, hi Lynn, what is behind Tourette syndrome? Is there an energy value, karmic, or other type of connection here? When I thought about this, I got that the spiritual root was actually tied to past life experience. It didn't look like something karmatic, and it did not look like something in the current life, but rather something in the past life that was not fully reconciled. I mean, in a way, that's kind of how karma works, but this was different than that. It was as if there was a lesson that they did not learn. It's not like they're being punished or rewarded. It's more there's a lesson to be learned, and they didn't accomplish that lesson in their past life. And the degree of the lesson, the degree of what they need to, I guess, work on and learn and grow from determines the severity of the syndrome that the person's going to experience, because not all Tourette's is the same. Some's very mild. You might just wink your eye a lot, or have some kind of like little habitual thing that you do. And then some people, it's, can control motor function. It can control other types of things. So depending on what it is you need to learn and the magnitude of what you need to learn, that dictates how severe or mild the syndrome is going to be. And it looked like this person, they're going to have challenges in their life, but many lessons, once they achieve them, the syndrome can be resolved. And so what I really wanted to focus on is, okay, so what is it that they have to learn? What was in that past life that they didn't really grasp, or they didn't really conquer? And what I saw was it had to do with being self-aware. It had to do with maybe a self-confidence. And I got that meditating through these issues and practicing self-acceptance and like self-love, working on just an overall balance, an energetic balance within the body, hormone balance, all those kind of things contribute to the healing. And once those skills and that ability and those lessons are learned, the Tourette's can either lessen or even completely resolve itself in this current life. But it's the trickle-down effect of what was not accomplished in a past life. So I thought that was interesting, because I guess I didn't realize that this syndrome could actually rectify itself, or maybe they say people outgrow it, or it can evolve and change. So depending on the amount of work you're willing to put into yourself, you could actually resolve a lot, if not all of your issues, depending on how severe or mild. There's a lot of different factors that go into play, but it was pretty cool that you can actually really work toward this in this life. And then the second question that was sent that related to this a lot said, hi Lynn, what's behind a disorder called complex tic, where a person does repetitive motions? Is it karmic? Is there a natural remedy for it? And these complex tics, it could be just want to touch something all the time, smell something, they copycat what you say, they might jump, they may mimic a motion that you're doing. It's something that's involuntary that just comes over a person and they can't really control it. So I wanted to look at that to see how can that be helped? What's the root of it? That type of thing. And when I did take a minute to look at it, it did look so much like the Tourette's. And so when I focused on it, I got that it really did come from the same or very similar spiritual root, and that it was a past life lesson that was never completed. And for someone to work through it, they have to do a lot of work on their own self. This did feel a little more complex than the Tourette's, but it still was a very similar vibe when I tapped into it. And they need to work on purging negativity. That was huge. And what's holding them back. They also need to put a huge emphasis on balance and just having their self balanced and grounded. Self-control and self-awareness. It's as if they have to do a lot of internal work. And once a lot of those internal issues are resolved, addressed, and you gain insight from that, it looked like a person can gain more control of their physical body. So it's almost as if You work on your mind, you put your mind in harmony, and the body will follow. So that was interesting, and I also thought very hopeful for anybody who is dealing with this and would like to overcome a lot of the challenges that they're encountering because of it. And that was really all I had for this reading. I hope you thought it was as interesting as what I did. It was very different for me. I learned a lot just tapping into this. And I want to thank you for listening. Please like me, share me, all those wonderful things. Help me out so much in this so censored, so shadow banned world. So please spread the word. It really means a lot to me. And again, I'm Lynn with Psychic Focus at psychicfocus.blogspot.com. Take care. Bye.